Hello, I'm Devin Wilson. This is my co-host Joel Zachariah, and welcome to KSBS News.
Our main story today is the debates where the candidates will try to sway the voters' opinions leading up to the general elections.
We take you now to the officer debate.
How do you think you did out there answering the questions?
I think I answered the questions as effectively as I possibly could, and I also believe we kept the party vote pretty well, and we kept our party going, and we gave specific data as to why we believed this, and we gave our specific mandates rather than being general, which I felt really helped with the debates and making clarity happen.
How do you think the audience responded?
Well, I think the audience responded well, but I'm afraid that they had already decided their votes before the debates actually happened, because like a lot of the cheers kept throughout, like the cheers at the beginning were all for Clayton, around 80% or so it sounded like, and I believe that stayed no matter how well we would have answered. And so I think that the audience would have responded well, but didn't change.
So how's your confidence level like?
My confidence level, it's good for the people that I believe got it. It's kind of up in the air as to whether or not. I think Clayton probably got it because of the fact that the debates were not deciding factors very much. But otherwise, I feel good.
I think I did a pretty good job of covering all the topics that I saw necessary to cover. I think that even though they weren't my questions, there were a few questions that were asked that were kind of like circumvented to a degree, and I would have liked to say something, but you know, I only get to answer the questions that are asked of me. But I think I did a good job of communicating what the platform of the party is as a whole, as well as my personal stance and how we want to combat the issues that involve Kansas.
How do you think the audience responded?
I would say the audience was quite hysterical during our debate especially. There was a lot of laughing, a bunch of like weird faces, and I mean it was very interactive, it was very enthusiastic, so I really appreciated that.
What's your confidence like? Are you very confident?
I mean, I believe that in any situation you need to approach it with confidence. You know, this is something that Bill Self told us just the other day, and I kind of like to follow that model of always staying confident. I am confident in what I did today, and I'm confident that, you know, there is the possibility that I could be the governor of Boise State.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How do you think the candidates did out there answering the questions?
I think they did really, really well. I think when it got to the governors, it got very hot. They were arguing really well, and they both proved points for both their parties.
Did anyone stick out in particular?
Yeah, the Federalist governor definitely stuck out because he did some personal shots that had nothing to do with politics that I don't think rang very well with the crowd.
Also, did any of the candidates' answers sway your vote?
No. I think that beforehand, a lot of the campaigning before the debate bought a lot of votes for everyone.
After the break, we'll have a special interview with a high-profile speaker from the town hall presentations.
Tired of being hungry after meals, and wouldn't you have little or no time to eat?
I'm so hungry.
Well, get those Kit Kats and Quick Kats, and more of those fats. Located in the south wing of Kramer Hall, right underneath the dining room.
We now have Devin at the scene with two high-profile speakers. Devin?
Hello, I'm here with Judge Purin to interview him and ask him a few questions about what he's doing here today. So, is this your first time coming to Boise State?
No, this is my 18th time.
It's pretty impressive. Why do you keep coming back?
I really enjoy it, and I especially enjoy seeing students who actually know something about civics.
So what do you think of our program?
I think it's an excellent program. Gives you an opportunity to have some hands-on experience with government.
And are there anything you'd like to say to our fellow Boise Staters out there?
Well, yes, enjoy yourself while you're here, but also try to learn as much as you can as to the practical aspects of government. Our country very much depends on the young people who are coming up now, and I hope when you're old enough to become the leaders of this country, you will have had a good education in our history and the basis for our nation's government.
Okay, and thank you for your time.
Glad to.
Hello, I'm here with Michael O'Donnell to talk about what he's going to talk about today at the town hall meeting. Michael, is this your first time coming to Boise State?
Yeah, I've never spoke at Boise State before.
And what made you want to come here today?
Well, I have numerous friends that actually graduated through Boise State, were involved, elected to different positions, and so I've known for many years about the impact that Boise State has on the lives of thousands of young men that have been through this program through the years, and I thought this was a great opportunity to come out, meet a lot of young men in Kansas, our future leaders, and just talk about some of the experiences that I've gone through being a young individual that's been involved in the political process.
So you have heard good things from Boise State.
Oh, yeah, incredible things. I have friends that have now come back and they work and they volunteer every year because of how wonderful their experience was.
And what are you hoping to talk about today?
Well, really what I want to focus on today is there are just some generic talking points, of course, talking about leadership, talking about goals and visions, but also talking about the state of Kansas and why we need to be proud about some of the initiatives that Kansas has taken on and some of the environmental issues that we're dealing with nationally and how Kansas can kind of weather the storm, but it's not going to happen unless we have strong leaders and strong leadership.
And is there anything you'd like to say to fellow staters?
Well, I'm just I feel privileged and blessed to be able to come and speak to this group tonight, and I'm just looking forward to their interaction, see if they have questions for me or would want to see what I might have learned from being a young person trying to make a difference in the state of Kansas.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, for those of you who still don't know what those shirts mean, here are the meanings of the colors of people's shirts. Yellow or gray shirted people are advisors. Blue shirted people are counselors, like this fantastic gentleman. Red shirted people are coordinators of the camp. White shirted people, of course, are fellow staters. And you might want to avoid the shirtless. And with that, we come to the end. I'm here. And with that, we come to the end of another edition of KSBS News.
Thanks for watching, and tune in next time.
I'm Devin Wilson.
And I'm Joel Zachariah. You stay classy, Kansas.